Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I am Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash that subscribe button now. And I had been asking for recommendations from you guys, for the films to discuss and the films to review and watch. And one of those recommendations came from my subscriber Manjunath. So Manjunath, if you're listening, thank you so much for recommending the film that we are going to be discussing today, which is Keedam, which is streaming on Z5. It is a Malayalam film, and because it is a Malayalam film, naturally I was excited. And it also starred one of my favorite actors from the Malayalam film industry, which is Rajisha. And so while I didn't know much about the film, and it just came up in my recommendations from you, Manjunath, and I knew very little about it. And when I was starting to read about who the director was, I got to know that the director was Rahul Riji Nair, who had earlier directed Coco, which I had also watched and reviewed on my site, also Popcorn Reviews. So check that review out as well. And I had quite liked that film, although it was a standard sports template film, but still it had some strong characters. It was a good film in an otherwise repeated genre, you can say. So I was looking forward to what Keedam has to offer. And so Keedam is a story of a female, a woman who is working in a cyber security firm, who is accidentally has her data compromised, in one of those wrong numbers, you can say fraudulent calls, and how then she tackles with the entire situation. That is the story. And because it dealt with that cyber security, and because it was a Malayalam film, I had a lot of expectations. I wanted to see how far the writing goes, with this, and how deep it goes, because cyber security is a very relevant subject and a very relevant issue. But the film, I felt, was it just barely scratched the surface. I mean, it is a fast film. It has a very fast screenplay. Barely 100 minutes. The film is the entire duration, and so I think it compromised the speed and the crispness of the screenplay. It didn't. It favored the crispness of the screenplay for the characterization. I felt the characterizations were a little weak. I think also the writing did not go in depth of what cybersecurity is and how is it linked, what happened. There was no build up. It was just, it got on the point. It opened with a very fine opening sequence, which had my attention instantly. And then there was this, the introduction of the protagonist and all the other characters that were around her. And it built a nice world around. But then I felt that, it was a standard, I knew the beats of the screenplay from there on. Although it was a good watch, it was an engaging watch, but somehow it didn't seep in deep. I felt it was just standard. And because it was from a Malayalam film, in any other industry, probably I would have given it a better rating, a little better rating. But because it is a Malayalam film industry and I had high expectations from it, so you'll see my rating on my site Popcorn Reviews, why I gave that rating. It was a good watch, it wasn't a bad watch. The screenplay just um, lacked that punch and depth along with the characters, although it was fast paced. Coming to the dialogues, I think the dialogues were pretty good. They definitely, created that impact. I think the background music was good as well, but the use of background music, I think, could have been better. There were certain sequences which just did not match with what the background music was. I think the background music, the set pieces that were there, were good individually, but integrated into the screenplay, I think it was slightly off. I think it didn't really sink in with the screenplay, though, as much as I felt. The cinematography was good. I think the director, Rahul Riji Nair, also does a good job. I think he did a pretty good job in, maintaining the pace of the drama throughout. I felt, at no point did I feel that it was dragging, or what is it going on. I think the entire sequence was also well set up, although it was old school, but I think it was very well set up, and he did a good job. Only thing is, he didn't, it just didn't, the writing was such that it didn't allow him also to seep in to the subject matter that was at hand. Probably an extended duration of the film would have helped, probably an extra half hour, just to build things and just to explore stuff, in the cyber security world. So coming to the performances, I think Ranjit, I think he's done a fantastic job. Vijay Babu, I think, is impressive as the cop as well. Anand, Srinivasan sir, all of them, they've done a good job. I think Rajisha, I think, is the soul of the film. She's done an excellent job. Is just, the transition that she had, in her role from being the victim to, get turning the tables around. I think that portion was also good fun, that was there in the screenplay, how she turned the tables on them. And that portion particularly, I think she was excellent in that. I think she did a pretty good job. I think Rahul himself has acted. He did a decently well job. He did a good job. So do I recommend it? I would say it's an okay watch. It's a good watch. You won't feel bored. If you have nothing else to watch, you can definitely watch this. Uh, I wouldn't say this is the best Malayalam film that I've watched this year. It is nowhere close to that. But it still can be watched, as a quick watch. One of the reasons why I chose Keedam over Joe and Joe, which I will be getting to also, is that Keedam is of a shorter duration. So I just happened to choose that over Joe and Joe, which I will also be reviewing, and also I will be making a video on that. So watch out for that. So then this is my ultimate video. If you're liking this video, please smash that like button. Visit my site Popcorn Reviews with a double S for the full review of Keedam, the link of which is in the description box below. Come in the coming section and let me know what did you think about the film, and did I miss out on some points, or was I too lenient? I don't know. But and also let me know some of your other recommendations. Once again, thank you to our subscriber Manjunath for recommending this film. I had no clue about this film, so thank you for recommending this film. And yeah, if you're new to this channel, then please smash the subscribe button now. I think that is the video then. Until next time.